Welcome back to Baby Joe Archery. Today we're gonna talk about the Woodland Hunter Rinehart target. This guy is a 16 by 16 inch, 13 inch deep. You can shoot all 6 sides. This guy is what you see right now is the front. In the back of it is the same thing, 5 spots. To the left and right you're gonna see little spots, and on the top and bottom you will see some like a 3D sketch over there. On one of them has a more of a detailed heart placement and shot placement when you're practicing. So I did shoot this guy a few times already at 25 yards with a 61-pound bow. It was a Bowtech Round X with some Easton Super Drive 19s, target built for target. What I noticed was they were a little bit tough to pull out, but after this you'll see well, not me shooting the arrows, but just me taking off the arrows after I shot them. Plus I did shoot it during that time 50 shots, and it wasn't a big grouping. It was kind of like pretty that big of a grouping. So I noticed that wherever it's fresh and you hit it, it was tougher to pull out your arrows. But I didn't have an arrow puller, so it made it a little bit more complicated. One thing too I noticed, if you put it on the floor, it was easier to pull out with 2 hands. Or if you started shooting in a certain spot, maybe like you hit here, then after your next round you hit the same spot, or you start kind of wearing it out, it made it much easier to pull arrows without an arrow puller. Another thing I noticed was that when I put lube on it, they penetrated more, but they were harder to pull back. So it was much easier without lube. That was weird, but one thing. Another thing was they penetrated only halfway. It's 13 inch deep. So they just penetrated 8 to 8.5 inches at 25 yards, but doesn't mean that you're always gonna be shooting at that. What else? Okay, let's check out the other sides. Let's check the top, bottom, left, and right. And I have shot a few arrows already on the other side, so you can see how easy they are to pull and how much they take force and all that goody stuff. Plus I have an arrow puller. This one is an Easton arrow puller, the flat one. I like this one better than that hot dog looking one. The one that is wider part right here is for your 23s and 27s shafts, and the narrow one is for your regular shafts and under. So much easier. Pull, rotate, pull. And I always use the A magnets instead of what it comes with. These are a little bit more a pain to put them back into your quiver. Okay, so let's rotate. Oh, and these arrows that I just shot it in my room, 5 yards away. So yeah. So one side, bunch of spots, little spots. Okay, 13 inch wide and 16 inch high and 16 inch deep, because it has to go all the way that deep. Plus the other side has more spots. The top 3D target plus a handle for easier traveling, and the bottom side another 3D with more of a heart placement, so right here. Okay, now we will put where the arrows are. Okay. Oh, and one thing I noticed that I started going through, so but not too bad. These are my right here. That's my target arrow, one of my Super Drive 19s. Yeah, if you're shooting really close, then you're putting more power out of it, so they can penetrate a little bit faster. But that's the reason why we're doing kind of like product review, and two, kind of gives you more something to think about if you're gonna get this target, if it's worth for the price. So let's start to pull. These are the Super Drive 19s, where they've been shot, where they already been hit other targets, I mean other arrows. So this time we're gonna pull with just the hand. Ooh. Okay, this one is not as easy, so we'll do this side. Boom, easy. Well, plus it makes it a little bit harder the way I'm pulling, not being able to pull regular. Okay, next. Boom. Really easy. Okay, Super Drive 23. Ooh, a little bit tougher on that one. Okay, let's get narrow puller in there. I'm gonna use the wider part. A little bit tough on that one. Okay, I'll leave that one on the side. So this one is gonna be one of those that you put the target on the floor, knee, pull, easier. Okay, let's try this Super Drive 19 that has shot where no other arrows have shot. So let's see how easier this becomes. Okay, same thing. That one will be something you will need to put your knee on. Okay, so these are hunting arrows. This guy is a Victory Vap TKO, East End axis with the Victory outserts, and this one is another East End axis, but this one has a broadhead. So first I'm gonna pull this guy with just my hands. So it is pulling. The only thing is it's harder for me because it's slippery. So let's get this guy and pull some arrows. Boom, easy. Then we're gonna pull the eastern one. No problem. Then we will pull the eastern one with a broadhead. Whoa. Okay, let's pull it regular one. nice. Boom. Sharp. Okay. Okay, so these guys, they didn't work out for me, so let's do it kind of a little bit much easier. Let's see this way. Okay, no, those don't want to come out, so gonna put it on the floor and put a little knee on it. So let's get these guys here. Boom. Out. Again, knee, one-handed. Okay. That one took 2 hands. Okay, so that just gives you an idea of the Woodland target. Well, Woodland Hunter target from Rinehart. And just notice that when you shoot target arrows like this, you're gonna have a little bit difficult pulling back. I did use arrow loop, but it was taking me a little bit, it was harder to pull. But maybe depending on the loop that you're using, try it out to see if it does work easier for you. But if you have any easy pull tips, or your insert is bigger than your shaft, it's gonna be a little bit much easier to pull. Broadheads as well. The fixed broadheads were a little bit much easier to pull than mechanical ones, so just make sure when you're pulling them out, be a little bit careful. Don't shank it really fast, because just in case you lose control, you don't want this guy to go this way and by any chance cutting yourself. And that goes with your your mechanical as well. If your broadhead goes completely through the target, just twist it off and just pull off the whole shaft and screw it back in after. Okay. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll let you guys check out what the arrows at 25 yards. Okay, bye. Round 3. The ones that are loose went inside a little bit more deeper. The ones that were not, they didn't penetrate as much. But now, which one's gonna be much easier to pull out? Let's find out. Hopefully this thing doesn't fall off again. So let's do the one that is not lube. Okay. Okay. I think with arrow grip will be a little bit much easier. Okay. Now we'll do the loop ones. Okay, the loop ones I couldn't even pull it out, so I will not be lubing my arrows anymore, and hopefully using a arrow puller to make it much easier.